Hello and welcome to the channel. The federal government has so far saved a huge 400 billion naira since petrol subsidy was removed a month ago. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had declared a subsidy gone on May 29, and despite the prevailing hardship that greeted Nigerians as a result, Tinubu has pleaded patience and assured that the gains go soon be visible for all to see and appreciate. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Subsidy removal. Federal government saves 400 billion naira in 4 weeks. The federal government has so far saved about 400 billion naira as a result of the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, since May 31st, 2023, when the initiative was officially implemented, oil marketers stated on Thursday. Also, the oil dealer stated that there was a high possibility for the cost of petrol to rise in July, going by the recent floating of the naira against the United States dollar by the federal government. The Central Bank of Nigeria unified the country's exchange rates into the investors and exporters window on June 14, 2023, allowing market forces to determine the exchange rates. Operators in the downstream oil sector told our correspondent on Tuesday that going by the revelation of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited as regards the amount being spent previously on subsidy every month, Nigeria had now saved hundreds of billions after halting the subsidy regime in May. Right now, the government are making money. At least with this removal of subsidy, the government has racked in hundreds of billions, whether in naira or dollar. This is because every month we know how much they lose before, the national president, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Chinedu Okonkwo, stated. Okonkwo told our correspondent that marketers had been told how much the NNPCL was spending on subsidy monthly, referring to the comments of the firm's group chief executive officer, Mele Kyari, during a meeting with oil sector operators in February. At the meeting, Kyari had said, today, by law and the provisions of the Appropriation Act, there is a subsidy on the supply of petroleum products, particularly PMS imports into our country. In current data terms, 3 days ago, the landing cost was around 315 naira per liter. Our customers are here. We are transferring to each of them at 113 naira per liter. That means there is a difference of close to 202 naira for every liter of PMS we import into this country. In computation, 202 naira multiplied by 66.5 million liters multiplied by 30 will give you over 400 billion naira of subsidy every month. Commenting on petrol imports by independent marketers, Okonkwo stated that the oil dealers were holding meetings about this. We are holding meetings with a lot of people who are interested in commencing PMS imports. We are not resting on our horse about this, the IPMAN president stated. Although Okonkwo admitted that petrol price would rise in response to forex rates, he argued that the removal of subsidy would not only lead to a continuous increase in PMS cost. When there is deregulation and no subsidy, the price of petrol would either go up or come down. If you want to profiteer, those who bring in and sell at cheaper rates would put you out of business. So the market fundamentals will determine the pricing and capping. Therefore, the floating of the naira at this time that Nigeria is beginning to make savings is not going to be a fixed thing, he stated. The IPMAN president added, the exchange rate will also move up or down depending on how we manage our crude oil, which is our foreign exchange earner. By the time we begin to meet our OPEC quota and other areas of generating foreign exchange, the naira will begin to firm up. And this will result in cheaper fuel. So we should not be thinking that the cost of fuel will continue to rise. The floating of the naira is good because at the previous level, you only access the dollar at the official rate based on who you know. On his part, the president, Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Billy Gillies Harry told our correspondent that the cost of PMS would respond to the exchange rate as the product would rise in price going by the current forex rates. So long as the exchange rate is high, the cost of petrol will be high. But these are early days, and the expectation with the President Bola Tinubu-led government is that the exchange rate will be getting lower. So we will get there, he stated. On plans by his group to start importing petrol, he said, Petrohan is already working on the import license approval for petrol because it has to be approved before you can import. We are doing this while we still negotiate with the government on the process of getting the refineries to work. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, the organized labor has called on Nigerians to exercise patience while it continues to negotiate with the representatives of the federal government following the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirits, which has continued to cause hardship to Nigerians. The Punch reports that since the removal of the subsidy on PMS, there has been a spike in cost of living conditions, with oil marketers projecting a 700 naira per litre cost of fuel by July 2023. Speaking with our correspondent on Thursday, the National Vice President of the Trade Union Congress and the representative of the organized labor interfacing with the government, Tommy Etim, said labor unions were constantly engaging the government to ensure that favorable palliatives are distributed to Nigerians. Nigeria has come of age, and whatever happens, Nigerians, especially workers, should exercise patience until the outcome of the meetings so that we can arrive at a collective bargaining agreement that will be for the interest of Nigerians and the Nigerian worker. Whatever we are facing now is a collective sacrifice, and there is hope that we will not allow the pressure for those who have eaten fat on the so-called subsidy to frustrate our negotiations. Let Nigerians see whatever is happening as a collective sacrifice that all Nigerians will be happy. Meanwhile, a group, Global Amnesty Watch, has praised President Bola Tinubu for taking the bold step of eliminating fuel subsidy. According to the group, the president demonstrated strong political will and a desire to boldly address the country's challenges, liberating it from the clutches of fuel importers and marketers. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.